Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called SVS number 443, which is about diagonal consecutives by Richard. I enjoy a lot of these explorations by Richard. He goes through a whole bunch of different varieties of puzzles and just sort of highlights these differences. So I really enjoy these puzzles that he makes. Um, Anyways, let's get to the rules. We have to apply classic Sudoku rules, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9, such that every row, column, and designated 9-cell region, which is a box, contains the digits 1 through 9 exactly once each. Some intersections of grid lines are marked with a circle or a small dot. A dot indicates that exactly one pair of diagonal opposite cells contain consecutive digits. A circle indicates that both pairs of diagonal opposite cells contained consecutive digits. So a small circle means that there's exactly one pair of diagonal cells around this small circle, which must be consecutive. So as an invalid example, if you had, say, we knew this was the pair, if you had a 6 here, this would guarantee this is 5 and 7. Or let's say we knew this was 6 and we knew what these were. Say this was 2 and, actually let's do 6 here. Say we knew this was 9 and 1. Well, we know these are not consecutive, so therefore there must be exactly one consecutive pair in the diagonals. So therefore, since this is 6, this would have to be 5 or 7 here to satisfy the small dot diagonal consecutive rule here. And the large dot must have 2 sets of consecutive digits here. They both have to have diagonal pairs being consecutive. And these also act as quad clues, where the digits placed in such a circle have to appear once in the 4 cells that the circle touches. And all possible dots and circles are given. So there is a negative constraint here. So if you do not have a dot on a intersection, that means none of the diagonal pairs are consecutive here. We also know for the quad clue, there has to be a 2 in one of the 4 surrounding cells around this quad circle, and there has to be a 5 around one of the cells around this quad circles. And both of them are consecutive. So you know there's a 2 here somewhere, there's a 5 in one, there's in 5 here somewhere, and across from there have to be consecutive digits. So this cell would have to be 1 or 3 if this was 2. And if this was 5, this would have to be 4 or 6. That should give you some information there. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, anytime we have 1 or 9 around a quad, we know it must be consecutive with an 8. So since this has a 9, that means there must be an 8 in the diagonal across from it. So we're guaranteed an 8 here. If this is a 1, we know there's a 2 diagonally across from that. Same with this one. So 1 and 2, which means this must be a 1, 2, 3, 4 triplet. 3 can only be next diagonally. So this is because we know, again, for the large circles, both sets of diagonals must be consecutive. Well, with 1 and 3, 3 can only be consecutive with 2 or 4, but the 2's already has to be consecutive with a 1. So this is guaranteed to be a 1, 2, 3, 4 triplet here. Same, or quadruplet. Same with this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Guaranteed. That means the rest of the digits in this box have to be 5 through 9. And what digits? Well, I guess these could be consecutive. So these are also 5 through 9. Okay, so that tells us a lot there. This can't be 1, or this can't be 9, sorry. 1 has to be consecutive with its diagonal. So if we try to have 1 here, the problem is that it would have to be consecutive with 2, and that can never be 2. So this has to be a 1-2 pair, which means this is 9 and 8 here. So this is guaranteed to be 9 and 8. We don't know which one is 8 or 9. These digits are not consecutive. So therefore, this cannot be consecutive part, which means this is the consecutive part. So we're going to mark all the consecutive parts with pink for like Renban. So these are consecutive, these are consecutive. We'll mark it with pink and green, I guess. We'll mark, right, so pink, and this is green. These must be consecutive, so I'll mark that, I guess. So these are consecutive. This must be consecutive. This is consecutive. These are consecutive. We don't know about this and this. Yeah, it's a little hard to see. Maybe, yeah, let's draw lines. That might make it easier. So we'll use pink. So yeah, this is better. We're guaranteed. Oops, not there. We want to do center only. So these are guaranteed. These are guaranteed. Okay. Interesting. So these are guaranteed. These are guaranteed. This is guaranteed. Huh. This is never going to be a consecutive. 1 through 4 is not consecutive with 8 through 9, so these must be guaranteed. These two, out of these, one of these has to be guaranteed. So it must be 4 with 5. So we know one of these is 4 and one of these is 5 to be consecutive. So this is guaranteed to be 5. This is guaranteed to be 4. So this cannot be 4 here. This cannot be 5 here. So these digits can never be guaranteed. So therefore, these two have to be consecutive. So these are guaranteed to be consecutive. We don't know if it's this or if it's this. So that's fine. 3 is never consecutive with 5. So you cannot have 3 and 5 be like that. So 5 can never be any of these because these are consecutive. So this is 1 through 4. We're guaranteed a 3 has to be here. So this must be 5 with 4 or 6, and we're not sure which. So we're guaranteed a 5 here. We're guaranteed a 3 here. 4 is consecutive with 3. So this cannot be 3 here, which means 3 has to be one of these two. We have a 1, 2, 3 triplet, which eliminates 1, 2, and 3 and the rest of column 3. So that leaves this 4 through 9. 4 through 9. Obviously, this can't be 9 or 8. Okay, 4 and 6 cannot be consecutive, but this could actually be 4 here. So we don't know if this is guaranteed to be 6 or not. We know 2 and 5 are consecutive. So we're guaranteed 2 with 1 or 3, or 5 with 4 or 6. Okay. So there's that. This is consecutive with this, so this is 1 through 7. This is consecutive with this, so it's this 4 through 9. This is consecutive with that, so it's 3 through 9 here. 3 is consecutive with 2 or 4. And 7 is consecutive with 6 or 8. Okay, 4 is... Okay. So 4 is consecutive with 3 or 5. And 6 is consecutive with 5 or 7. So this has to be 5, 6, 7. This cannot be 8, 9. This cannot be 1, 2. Okay, so those are the restrictions there. Obviously, this can never be 1 here, because if this is 1, that would force this to be 2, but that's not possible because this can't be 2. To be consecutive with 4 or 6. 3 can be consecutive with 2 or 4, so this cannot be 5. So it's either 3, 4 that way. This can't be 4, 5. Eight or cannot be 9. Okay. This again has to be 2, 3, 4, or 6, 7, 8 to be consecutive. Okay. Okay, can this ever be 9? If this is 9, that would force an 8 to be here to be consecutive, and that would eliminate all possibilities for that cell. So this cannot be 9. So this could be 5, 6. This could be 6, 7. This could be 7, 8. Okay, 4 has to be surrounding this quad. Okay, so this is... What are the possibilities here? They have to be 8, 9, and then 4 with 3 or 5. So 4 cannot be here. We're guaranteed a 3 here to be consecutive with a 4 here. That's consecutive with a 5 here. 5 cannot be here. That's interesting. Where are 1 and 2 in box 1? They have to be here. So this is a 1, 2 pair, which eliminates 1 and 2 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 1 or 2. Where is the 2 then in box 3? It has to be one of these 2 digits. So we're guaranteed a 2 here, which means 1 and 3 cannot be here. They have to be here. So this must be 2 with 3 being here. So 3 cannot be here. Where is the 3 in box 1? It has to be one of these cells. So this has to be a 3, 4, 8, 9 quadruplet. 2 is here, so 2 cannot be here, which means 2 has to be one of these. To be consecutive with the diagonal, the 1 has to be here. So this cannot be 1. This is guaranteed 2. This is guaranteed 1. This cannot be 3 or 4. So again, we have 1, 2, and 5, 6, 7 as possibilities there. 3 is here. Where is 4 in row 3? Cannot be any of these cells because 4 is guaranteed to be here, to be by the quad clue, and 4 has to be consecutive with 3 here to be the quad clue. So 4 has to be here, which means 4. So 4 has to be one of these 3, which means this cannot be 4. But you could have 5 being here and this being 6. Okay. Where's the 4 in column 3? Where's the 4 in column 2? Cannot be here. We have guaranteed 4, so therefore this must be a 4 here, because they cannot be here. Therefore, the 4 must be consecutive with a 3. So this is guaranteed 4 with no 3. This is guaranteed 3. So we have guaranteed 4 here, guaranteed 4 here, so one of these is guaranteed 4 there. Guaranteed 3 here, so guaranteed 3 here. 5 again cannot be here because of one of these is 5. Um, hmm. Hmm. Um, One of these pairs are consecutive. Well, one of them is a 3, and 3 is not consecutive with 5, 6, or 7. So the other one must be an 8 consecutive with a 7, because those are the only ones that are consecutive. So this becomes a 3-8 pair. This becomes a 4-9 pair. And, oops. We are guaranteed a 7 has to be one of those two. So this cannot be 7 here. There can't be 7 here. No 7 here. Hmm. Um, So this cannot be 8 because of the 3-8 pair in the column. This can't be 9. So we have a guaranteed 9 in one of these two cells. This can never be 8 here, because if this were 8, the problem is 9 would be here and would have to be consecutive with another digit, which the 8 is already here, so that's not allowed. So we're guaranteed 9 is here. Hmm. 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 Okay. Still trying to figure out the nuances of this diagonal consecutives. Um, hmm. Hmm. Okay, where is the 3 in column 9? The 3 in box 3 has to be consecutive with a 2. Because the 2 has to be here and it's consecutive with one of these digits here, which has to be 3, cannot be 1. That's the reason why we know this is 3. Also, in box 6, 3 has to be around this quad, so 3 cannot be here. So 3 is definitely one of these 3 cells in column 9. Does that tell us anything else? Not particularly. Um, um, hmm. So this cannot be 1, 2, 3. So it could be 4 through 9, 4, 6, but without a 5, because we're guaranteed a 5 here. What? No, it doesn't have to be this way. Okay. So 1 has to be one of the digits here. We don't know which, though. Hmm. 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 There's no way this could be 1. If this is 1, it's only consecutive with 2, and we know 3 is on the diagonal. Um, hmm. 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 What else do we know? We know 1 and 2 are not consecutive with 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. So this must be consecutive this way. So this is 7, 8, or 9 here. Interesting. Um. Hmm. Huh. Say these were the consecutive ones. Then you would have 2 and 3 here. That would force this to be a 1, 4 pair. That does work, so that's 3 and 4. Hmm. Okay. Not too helpful. Hmm. Yeah, these are all just sort of like mini Ren bands. It's interesting. Um. Hmm. 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 I don't think I'm understanding the implications too well. Anyways, uh, if this is 2, it obviously has to be consecutive with 1 only. If it's 3, it has to be obviously consecutive with 4. So this can never be 2. Um, hmm. Where is the 8 in column 3? It has to be one of these 2 digits here. We know 8 is also one of these 3 digits there. Hmm. Um, hmm. We have no guarantee this is consecutive. This can never be 8. If this was 8, this would guarantee this is 9 and would have to be consecutive with another digit, which would be 8. So this is not 8, which forces this to be 8, which makes this 9. So that eliminates 9 in the rest of the box and the rest of the row and the rest of the column. And to be consecutive with 8, this has to be 7. So that eliminates 7 from here. So 7 has to be one of these two, which means 6 and 8 are here. So this cannot be 6 or 8 here. So this is 4 or 7. 7 obviously can't be here because of the 7 in the column. Or sorry, in the box. 7 can't be here because 7 in the column. So 7 has to be one of these two, which eliminates 7 here. So this is 9. 7's one of these two. Okay, so if this is 4, this is guaranteed to be 5. If this is 7, this is guaranteed to be 6. So this is 5 or 6. This cannot be 7. Therefore, this is 7 here, which is only consecutive with 6 or 8. So that's 6 or 8 there. We're guaranteed an 8 has to be one of these digits here. If this is 4, this is guaranteed to be 3. If this is 7, it's guaranteed to be 6 or 8. Okay. We know 7's one of those two. We have a 1, 2, 5, 6 quadruplet in row 3, which eliminates 1, 2, 5, 6 in the rest of the row. This cannot be 5 and 6. This can't be 6. This is a 3, 4 pair, which eliminates 3 and 4 in the rest of the row. So this is 8. Therefore, 3 is consecutive with 2, and 4 is consecutive with 5. So this is a 2, 5 pair here. 3 and 4 would only be consecutive with 3 or 4 here. Or 3, 4, or 5 here, I should say. So this is guaranteed to have a 4. So we need a 6 somewhere on this quad. So this is 6, which makes that 7. So that's consecutive with 6 or 8. So this cannot be 7 here. This can't be 6 or 8. Therefore, we have a guaranteed 3 along one of these. 8 is not going to be consecutive with 2, 3, or 4. So these must be consecutive here. To be consecutive with 3 or 4, it's 2 through 5. Cannot be 3 here. 2 or 5. So the remaining digits in box 3 are 1, 6, 7, 9. And 1 cannot be here because of the 1 here. This 5 also eliminates 5 here. 7 eliminates 7 here. Okay. Okay. So if these are consecutive, this must be 5 and 6, which would make this 4 and 5, I guess. That doesn't really tell us too much. Anyways. Okay. This is 6, and if this was 5, this would have to be consecutive here, and there would have to be a dot in between, or a circle. So this cannot be 5. This is 2, which makes this 5. 5 is consecutive with 4, so that's 2 and 3. Therefore, this must be 2 or 4 here. This 5 and 4 means this is consecutive with 3 or 5 here. This can't be 2 or 4. It's guaranteed to be 3. So this is 3, which means this can't be 3 here. It's consecutive. We have a 2, 4 pair now, which eliminates 2 and 4 in the rest of row 4. So this can't be 2. This is 1, which makes this 2 to be consecutive with it. So no 2 here. No 2 here. One of these is 1. 2 eliminates 2 here, so this is a 3, which means this can't be 3. It must be consecutive with 2 and 4. That means this 3 is consecutive with 4 here. So this can't be 2 or 3, it's 1, which makes that a 2. 4 must be consecutive with the 5. So this is 5, which means this can't be 5 here. What else do we have? 2 could still be consecutive with 3. 7 is consecutive with 6 or 8. This 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 8, which makes this 5. So this cannot be 5. We have a 6-7 pair in box 1, which eliminates 6 and 7 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 6. This is 1. This can't be 1 or 6. It's 5. 5 cannot be diagonally adjacent across 4, with the 4 being not a, without have white dot in between. So this can't be 4. This can't be 3 because there's no white dot in between. 3 is not consecutive with 3 or 5, so the 7 must be consecutive with 6 or 8. So we know guaranteed this is consecutive. Remaining digits of row 4. We have 3, 5, 6, and 9. And neither of these could be 5. So one of these is guaranteed to be 5 here. This can't be 3. Okay. If this were 5, the problem is 6 and 5 are consecutive, and there would have to be a white dot in between. So this cannot be 5, so this must be 5 here. Okay. This 5 eliminates 5 here. Where's the 5 around this quad? It must be here, which makes this a 4. So I have 4 and 5. 6, 7 pair eliminates 6 and 7 in the rest of the column. So this is 9, which means this cannot be 9. So this is guaranteed to be a 7 here because it's either 6, 7 or 6, 8, 7, 8. So this cannot be 7 here. This can't be 9 because of the 4, 9 pair in the column. This 6 eliminates 6 here, so this is 8, which means this can't be 8, so it's 6. 6 is not consecutive with 2 or 4 here. So that means that this must be consecutive that way. It has to be 1 or 5 here to be consecutive with 2 or 4. The 6 eliminates 6 here. Okay. This cannot be 6 because 5 and 6 are consecutive and there's no white dot there. So this is 3, which means this can't be 3 here. This can't be 3 here. We're guaranteed we need a 2. So we have a 2, a 6, 7, no 8. This can't be 6 or 7, so this must be 2, which means this can't be 2. This is 6 or 7 here. Remaining digits in row 5 are 1, 5, and 9. This can't be 1 or 5 because of the 1, 5 in the box, so this is 9, which makes that 6. That makes this 1 or 5. Cannot be 5 because 5 in the box, so this is 1, which makes this 5. These are consecutive, so this must be 4 and 2. 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 9. Okay, so then we have these 6 and 7 being consecutive. This is a 6, 7 pair then. Okay. Well, 6 cannot be here because that's consecutive with 5 and there's no white dot between. So this is 7, that's 6, which makes this 6. Therefore, this is 7, that's 8. 1 is not consecutive with 4 or 6, so 3 must be consecutive across this diagonal. And it's only consecutive with 2 or 4. There's for 4, we have a 2, 4 pair in column 4, which eliminates 2 and 4 in the rest of the column. This cannot be 4, it's 6, which makes this a 3. Okay, 4 and 5 would be consecutive. So, and there's no white dot between, so this must be 9, which makes me consecutive with 8. So this is 3 and 4. 2 and 3 are consecutive. Therefore, this cannot be consecutive across this way. So this must be 7, which makes that 6. And 8 and 7 are consecutive, so that works for that. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 1, which makes this 2 to be consecutive with that. This can't be 2 or 4, so it's 3, which makes this 4. This can't be 7 or 9, so it's 6, which means this can't be 6 here. This can't be 6. 5 is not going to be consecutive with 1, 7, or 9, so these two must be consecutive. And the only digit out of 1, 7, 9 that's consecutive with 6 is 7. So this is 7, which means this can't be 7 here. Okay. Remaining digits in row, box 5 are 2, 3, and 4, and 2 and 4 cannot be here. So this must be 3, which makes this a 2, 4. That leaves the remaining digits in row 6 as 1, 8, and 9. Okay. 8 cannot be here because of 8 in the column. Okay, remaining digits in column 7, or 6, sorry, are 1, 7, 9. This can't be 1 or 7 because 1 is 7 in the row, so this is 9. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 2, which makes this 4, which makes that 2. This can't be 9, this can't be 9. Remaining digits in column 5 are 4, 5, and 8. This can't be 4, this can't be 5, this can't be 8. Okay. 3 is only consecutive with 2 and 4, and 2 and 4 are eliminated for the possibilities in column 7. So this cannot be the consecutive set. Oops. This must be consecutive then here. And it can't be 1, it has to be 7 and 8. So this is 7 and 8, this is 1. This cannot be 8 again. 9 is only consecutive with 8, so this can't be the consecutive one, so this has to be consecutive here. And it's 7 with 6 or 8. This can't be 8 again, so this must be 6. 2 is not consecutive with 4 or 8, so this must be 6 consecutive with that digit. So this has to be 6 and 5, which makes this 4, which makes that 8. 8 and 9 are consecutive, so that's fine. Remaining digits, so 3 cannot be here, it cannot be here, whereas 3 in column 9, it must be here, which forces this to be 8. 8's only consecutive with 7 or 9, 9 cannot be here, so this must be 7. 3 is consecutive with 2 or 4, this can't be 4 because of 4 in the row, so this is 2. Okay, we have all the 2's then. That leaves this digit as a 4. Remaining digits then are 1 and 9. This is not consecutive with each other, so this must be consecutive here. I can't draw a diagonal for some reason. I can't draw a diagonal. What's going on? Let's go this way. For some reason that works. Okay, so this is 9, which makes this 1 and 1, which makes that 9, which makes that 1, which makes that 9. And that makes this a 5. So let's make sure that this is all kosher. 4 and 9 are surrounding this quad. 1 and 9 are surrounding this quad. 1 and 3 are surrounding this quad. 2 and 5 are surrounding this quad. 4 and 6 are surrounding this quad. 3 and 7 are. We don't have any restrictions there. 3 and 5 surround this quad. 1, 3 surround this quad. Okay, 4 is consecutive with 3, 8 is consecutive with 9, 3 is not consecutive with 6, but 8 and 7 are. 6 and 8 are not, 5 and 7 are not, 5 and 1 are not, 3 and 8 are not, 3 and 4 are consecutive, 1 and 2 are consecutive, 2 and 2 are not, 4 and 9 are not, 9 and 5 are not, 2 and 7 are not, 7, 6 is, 1, 5 is not. So that's the whole first intersections. What about the second intersection? Let's go from this way. 6 and 3 are not, 5 and 8 are not, 5 and 4 are, 2 and 3 are, 2 and 6 are not, 4 and 4 are not, 4 7 no, 1 6 no, 1 9 no, 8 7 yes, 8 2 no, 7 9 no, 7 5 no, 2 3 yes, 3 1 no, 9 5 no, 1 9 no, 5 3 no, 5 8 no, 2 9 no, 2 and 1 are consecutive, 8 and 9 are consecutive. 9 6 no, 1 7 no, 7 5 no, 6 6 no, 6 7 yes, 4 5 yes, 4 4 no, 3 7 no, 3 2 yes, 4 8 no, 2 6 no, 4 5 yes, 4 3 yes, 6 7 yes, 7 8 yes, 3 5 no, 5 9 no, 6 8 no, 6 7 yes, 1 9 no, 1 4 no, 7 8 7 yes, 8 1 no, 4 9 no, 9 2 no, 3 1 no, 2 7 no, 1 6 no, 1 5 no, 4 7 no, 4 4 no, 5 7 no, 7 2 no, 4 9 no, 9 3 no, 2 8 no, 8 8 no, 3 3 no, 3 1 no, 6 8 no, 6 9 no, 5 1 no, 9 9 no, 1 4 no, 1 1 no, 8 9 yes, 8 7 yes, 1 3 no, 3 8 no, 7 2 no, 2 6 no, 8 4 no, 3 4 yes, 5 6 yes, 5 2 no, 3 7 no, 7 5 no, 6 2 no, 5 4 yes, 2 7 no, 2 1 yes, 3 4 yes, 3 2 yes, 1 6 no, 6 5 yes, 2 8 no, 8 9 yes, 5 7 no, 7 6 yes, 1 9 no, 1 8 no, 6 9 no, 9 3 no, 4 8 no, 8 7 yes, 3 2 yes, 8 5 no, 6 2 no, 5 9 no, 6 1 no, 1 5 no, 9 4 no, 4 2 no, 5 3 no, 3 1 no, 2 9 no, 9 4 no, 1 6 no, and 6 7 yes, and 4 8 no. So that satisfies all of that. Um, I don't think I don't know. Would I consider this? It's in between easy and average for me that I would consider it. Obviously, if you understand the rule set, it becomes it's not trivial, but I don't know. I'm not sure how to describe this. I think I would err on the side of more difficult, so I probably wouldn't consider this quite easy, but it's not quite average level difficulty either. Because the logic behind it is fairly simple, and you just have to logic through it, right? I don't know. It's interesting. Very interesting puzzle setting. And I hope you found this interesting or enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.